And please welcome Mr. Jake Johannsen from Iowa. You do well. Good game, good game. You tear him up, boy. Don't let him scare you.
Thank you very much. I'm Jake Johannsen, and I'm originally from Iowa. Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here tonight, and everything. I'm excited to be out of Iowa, basically. It took a long time for me to realize that we were free to go, and no, I'm very happy. Both my parents are still back in Iowa. My father's actually the mayor of our town. You know, it's a kind of a pretty small town, so eventually everyone gets to be the mayor. But he's the mayor right now. Actually, they elect the mayor by radio, and so last year Dad was the 5th caller, and we're very proud of him. You know, he's a quick dialer, and no one can take that away from him. So I used to love all the fun things. People ask me all the time, Jake, because that's my name. That's Jake. Where do you get your sense of humor? And I tell them that's my father, also named Jake, coincidentally. Well, not really a coincidence. We're all named Jake in Iowa. But he would joke around with us all the time. This one time we're in the car on vacation. You know, we're going about 60 miles an hour to the Badlands, so it was a great trip. And I lean up, I go, Dad, are we there yet? And he goes, yeah, Jake, we're there. How about? You know, what a kidder. It's just so funny. My feet are going like crazy. And he yanks me back in the car. It was a joke, you idiot. And it was, you know, a lot of love between us. But that's the kind of guy he was. He would joke around and then be serious. But, you know, he did fun things for us, too. He always he wanted us to go to church with the neighbors to see what their church was like. And our neighbors were Catholic. And so I had a pretty good time. I think other Catholic people are here tonight, aren't they? Yeah. They're very excited about being Catholic. That's good. I had a good time, you know, because our church was a congregational church, which is not really a big deal. I mean, you just go, you sit there, we're at church. That was about the Catholic church. It's like a show, you know, right away, you're a puppet. Stand, sit, kneel, sit, pray, sing, sit, stand. And it's like, it was a calisthenic kind of a thing. I felt like I actually lost weight at the Catholic Church, and that was good. Now we went to church with our neighbors now in San Francisco, right across the street, you know, and it's like a weird cult where in the Church of the American Standard, and in their church they believe that Jesus actually slipped in a tub, and that's their Easter story, and. So they explained it to me a few times, you know, evidently according to them, the Last Supper, everyone's having a glass of wine, right? Which seemed to make pretty good sense, you know, and Jesus is having a couple of glasses of wine, they said, which, you know, he had a big day the next day, kind of wanted to be loose. And they're going to crucify him for Christ's sake. So he's throwing him back, and then he decides, you know, I better take a shower, because it was a big day the next day, and he wanted to look good for the pictures and what have you. And, you know, it took a long time for his hair to dry. And so he goes to take a shower, and the disciples keep eating the food because they were supposed to finish all of it, you know. And then all at once, a big thud in the bathroom. They hear this huge thud. No one knows exactly what happened. No one was actually in the bathroom, but there's a soap theory. And so they hear this thud, and the disciples get up and rush to the bathroom, all of them, except for Judas, who makes a sandwich and takes off. And So thank you very much. So they get to the bathroom, and they see it's all over. Jesus in the tub, and it looks awful. And the disciple, their minds are racing a mile a minute with the disciple, because they know that later they have to write the Bible. And they just, you know, you can imagine, big long book, then he slips in a tub. Bad ending. And because the Bible wasn't really meant as a Mickey Spillane twist thriller book. And so they said, we better just cover up Watergate style, put the cross in. And So I like that much better than the tub people. In their church, they actually have a big tub right above the priest, and it's so silly. You know, for the baptisms, he'll get down the little thing and spray the baby, and then put it back up there, and it's so funny. And well, then when they pray, it's instead of the sign of the cross, you know, when they pray, everybody in the church, the tub people, they all go whoa like that, and they, you know. And instead of a cross, they all get that soap on a rope, and it's just too silly. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm Jake Johannsen. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Jake Johannsen, also Buddy Holly. Thank you very much.